everyone, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day today.
Fantastic.
Yes, my name is
Fantastic.
fantastic today, and joining me, my name is Freddie Hernandez, and you may know me as Tavarish if you are indeed having a fantastic day. Now, joining me is my friend, my partner in crime, Mr. Fingurgins, Andrew Howell.
What's up, y'all? What's crack-a-lackin'?
What's crack?
We're about to turn up.
We're about to get turned. Yeah, so this is the Wrench Everyday podcast. We talk about cars and stuff that goes vroom and whiz and bang and pop and
Pow and boom.
and patoo. So in the break that we have between podcasts, you said something to me. You said that you were getting something perhaps done to your car, and
Possibly.
yeah. So out with it.
So I have a good buddy up in Jacksonville that I used to work with. His name is Scott Keppel, but he has a business called Skeppel.
Skeppel, okay.
And they call themselves...
Where'd he get that name from?
I don't know. But they call themselves graphic designers because they design wraps.
They call themselves graphic designers?
Yeah, WRAPHIC.
Oh,
graphic
like
designers.
a rapfic.
Yes. So
Or rap hick.
Right.
Yeah. We gonna rap this hick.
Rap hick dezingers.
Yeah.
And Rap hip dezingers is right across the river from Fingurgins. We're just laying out an entirely new Norway. Come with us to New Norway.
What? I mean, this could definitely be a thing.
It should be. We should lay
What
out
if we
a
go
map.
on a map and like, oh my god, that's really a thing?
It probably is.
Fingurgins.
Fingurgins.
If one of our listeners lives in Fingurgins, Norway, or Fingurgins, Sweden, please send us an email
Or a postcard.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, their mayor looks like you.
spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It is me.
Yeah, the Mandela effect. It's Berenstain Bears. Yeah. Okay, so you want to get a wrap for your car?
Possibly, yeah. And if I were to do this, it would either be a solid color, or I would go crazy and do like a Wrench Everyday livery.
I think it'd probably be best if you do like a solid color, mainly because the ones that are printed, they tend not to last very long, especially in sunlight. Now,
I have a garage.
That's true, but your car is black and it reflects a lot, and it stands outside for a long time when you're working.
But if I get the whole car wrapped, it will no longer be black.
Sure. I mean, I say this a lot. I'm not a scientist, but maybe there's some. It takes heat from the ionosphere. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
You can usually put on a second layer of vinyl on top of the printed vinyl.
Yeah.
Or just have it layered before you even apply it to the car.
Right.
And that will add a little more protection than just the printed wrap itself.
I mean, I'd be cool with a Wrench Everyday wrap, but
right.
But
how freaking dope would that be?
What would the base color be?
So for the base color, I don't know, and so that's why I would have.
Would it be black?
That's why I would have Scott do it, because he's the mastermind.
Right.
I would have him try to do it. I would try to make it look like an '80s rally car livery, but with the Wrench Everyday stuff.
Well, I mean, they didn't have. I guess. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that working. How do those cars look in white? I'm obsessed with white cars. I love the way the white cars look.
Same. So they actually look fantastic in white. The factory color, I believe, is called Oxford white. So it looks very clean. Looks very nice. If I were to do a solid color,
Oxford white seems like a
sounds like a Bentley color, right?
No, it seems like a tautology. It's like Oxford white. Like you could just say white. Like it's Cambridge white. Like
it's just white.
So it's like Cambridge brown. I was like, that doesn't sound right. It's like no.
So if I were to do a solid color, I would like to do. So there is a Porsche factory color called chalk.
Okay, so it's like a matte white, I'm guessing.
Nope. It is a gloss gray.
Okay, why not? So it's like a chalkboard, basically.
No.
Okay.
I don't even know why it's called chalk. I don't even like saying that word. It's a strange word to try and say.
Here's how it happened. So some Porsche engineer at the Porsche factory took a picture of chalk with a DSLR, right? They put it into Photoshop. And then they went, what color is this chalk? So they took the color picker tool.
No, they said, what color is this chalk?
What color is this chalk? And they took the color picker tool.
Yep.
And they found the hexadecimal, right, of one little pixel.
Yep.
And then they went, that's chalk.
This is chalk. 061B25.
Fantastic. Yes, that is chalk. And then that was chalk, even though it does not resemble chalk in the slightest.
I mean, one could say that it is somewhat of a chalky color or chalk-like.
Is it matte?
No, it is not. It is gloss.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it on the GT3 and?
I think it's available for any car, for any of the models.
It's like a dull-ish gray, but it has
It's almost white.
Is it like a creamy gray?
I hate that word so much.
Gray?
No.
No. It like no. What?
The C word.
Creme fraiche? Well, you don't like a little cream?
So
what's wrong with cream?
It's like the word milky.
Milk
I hate that word.
Milk is great.
But I hate the word milky. Milky.
I think the word cream is awesome. I think it's great, especially when you pair it with things. Let's not get into it. But
like a baked item, perhaps.
No, you know what? I think we should probably talk about something.
What are you talking about, Frederick? Here?
Well, I mean,
please tell me, Friedrich. Friedrich, what sort of baked good are you talking about? With the cream?
Are you talking about the strudel?
Nine.
No. It's more. It's different confection altogether. Actually, it's the same. Okay. Well, now that we've lost most of our listeners, so you want it in that color, right?
Yeah, that, or there's also.
So you want it in the cream gray,
or there's also like a battleship gray, which is still a gloss gray, just a little darker.
What's a battleship gray? I thought battleships were just painted battleship. Like that. That's just what they're.
It's like the same gray that they use to paint a battleship.
So, do you think that battleships have they have colors like Oxford white and whatever, or they just got
I think they usually come in battleship gray.
We got, but what if they go oh no, we got chalk. Holy crap. We got 45 tons of chalk and we need battleship gray. Where'd our palette go? Yeah, so
there's like a
you
really
think anyone would notice?
A really well put together army officer. Listen, this is Pantone 39C. This is unacceptable.
Yes, sir, Brigadier General.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, well, actually, people would go wow, that is a beautiful battleship. The paint job is immaculate.
Beautiful ship. Beautiful.
All right. So, how long is the process for a wrap job usually?
It depends on how many people are installing.
Well, I mean, if you take a car to a regular wrap shop, right? What's the turnaround time for a regular car like yours?
Well, so for instance, where I worked in Jacksonville, a car like mine, a Ford Focus ST hatchback, so it's a little larger, a little more material. If there wasn't a whole lot else going on, you could probably get that done in a day and a half.
Okay. So a day and a half, really? So
if it's just a single solid color.
But do they work on one car at a time? Is it kind of
so usually
catch can?
Well, and again, it varies from shop to shop. But the shop at which I worked, they would divide and conquer. So they would have one installer on one vehicle,
right? And
if one installer got a vehicle done early, they would hop on the other one just to get the other one done out of the shop, and then
right. So I think that would be a really good color for your car. I think
battleship gray. Well,
yeah, or the cream gray. Yeah, chalk.
So if I were to do this, I would probably wrap my wheels as well.
So wrapped wheels is something I've always been interested in, and also kind of mortified by, because I don't know what your wheels have a lot of little holes in them, and it seems like it would be hard to wrap those things.
Nope, that's what a heat gun's for.
Yeah, but it doesn't. They don't conform that well. You still
Yes,
have
they
to.
do. I've
Really?
seen it done. I've made videos on wheel wraps before.
I don't know, man. You still have to. It's not just one solid piece, though. You still have to put.
It's solid. It's one solid. If you got a good installer, like the guys, my buddies, Josh and James up in Jacksonville.
Well,
they are wizards. They've been doing this since wrap jobs became more than just about sticking some stuff on like a a lawn service or like a detailer's truck.
Right. Okay. So I hope it's good. What color would your wheels be?
So if I were to do,
because your wheels are gray now, it's like a metallic gray now.
like a dark gray. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. If I were to do like the battleship gray or the chalk,
I mean, you would probably have to, if you want to go for a rally car, it would have to be white.
I don't know if I want that though.
Why? You don't want to? You want to
white wheels? They just don't do anything for me.
They make your wheels in white, don't they?
They do white with red text.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. White with red text. You have the mud flaps already. All you got to do is get that. Get
the mud flaps are black with dark gray text. Everything is dark gray and black on my car. Because are you noticing a trend?
Everything is black.
Everything is black. I'm just a hipster Batman minus the money.
Right. That's Batman's only superpower, that he's rich.
Yeah. Same thing with Iron Man. He's smart. He's wicked smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Iron Man is smart, but
he's also rich.
I think Batman's superpower is that he's just rich, because he like. Okay, I don't want to get into Batman. We got into a lot of
that before.
We got in a lot of fan fiction, and it ended up being really cool. And I ended up not feeling too good that that's never going to happen. And
yeah, right.
Like, why can't
he have me in Arkham Asylum?
Why can't I kiss Sonic?
What?
Well, I know, right? A rap company approached me, Vivid Vinyl.
Yes.
And I believe I talked about this on the podcast, but they're going to be, they might give me something for the MR2.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know, man. I'm not. Have you installed wrap before?
I have poorly. When I worked at this vinyl wrap place, I was doing mostly their social media type stuff.
Right.
So I've seen it done. I've tried to emulate it, and I failed miserably.
Okay. Well, I think that I would probably do the same. I'm really not good with body work. I'm not good with the aesthetic portions of stuff. I'm fine with mechanical work.
Right.
I'm really, really good with that. I can rebuild an engine, and I can be really meticulous with all that stuff and measure. But with body work, it's just like it gets to such a degree that, if one side fits perfectly, but now you got to worry about the other side. And then, there's a little crease here. Oh, crap, I scratched it. Now I got to sand it down and buff it. Like, I can't deal with that. There's something in my brain that goes like, you know what? It's good enough.
Yes. So for me, like I used to, way back in the day and almost in another life, I used to be a detailer. And up until recently, I was very fastidious. I was almost like Matt Mormon of Obsessed Garage levels.
Is anybody like Matt Mormon of Obsessed Garage levels fastidious? Because that is top tier.
It is.
That is you have reached the echelon of the top echelon.
Okay, so maybe I was in the wannabe tier. I was still very meticulous.
Okay. You would join his Facebook group. That's what
I'm in the group. Okay. I've been in the group for ages.
I'm also in the group too.
Such a good group. It's such a great group.
And yeah, it's a great group. The Obsessed Garage group on Facebook. Like I'm just wondering, like, what am I doing here? All my cars are filthy. Like everybody's like, oh, what do you guys think about getting rid of swirl marks? I have these slight hazes and what. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, my car's been outside for like 4 months. So I have never washed my truck.
So I used to be really into that, and then I realized I don't have the time or money to do that. So now I pay like $20 a month for unlimited washes at the local car wash near where I work. And so I just run it through like every other day. And I know that and I'm sure that a lot of people in the Obsessed Garage group are probably watching this.
They just sighed.
Yeah, they all gasped in horror.
What?
Feel free to grill me in the comments, but that's where I'm at right now.
Honestly, here's the thing: to get to, I don't want to poo poo any of the detailer guys.
Oh, I know, yeah,
because you have to be really meticulous for that.
Very.
You have to have a very good eye for detail. You have to be a little nutty too. Every detailer I know, little bit on like, I'm not gonna say on the spectrum or whatever, but they're like little.
They're on their own level.
Yeah, they're out there, right? So for most people that don't really care all that much about like getting every single last speck out of their car's paint and all that stuff, because paint is pretty resilient, and it's not the first priority of a lot of people,
right?
You can take it through a car wash and it's not going to be that bad.
Right.
For the, like, let's say if you buy a new car and then you only have it for 2 to 4 years, which most people have, you're not going to see any like it's not going to run the clear coat off your car in that time.
Right.
That might have happened in the mid 90s if you had like a Mitsubishi, whatever. Did they have Mirages in the 90s? I don't know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you had a Mitsubishi Mirage or a Suzuki Esteem or something, like, the clear coat will come off.
I mean, that happened with the Mitsubishi Eclipse all the way up to like mid 2000s.
Exactly, yeah, the clear coat comes off.
Garbage.
But like on new cars, you could take it through washes. It's going to look fantastic, and you're not.
Well, it'll look fantastic to most. I still have
of course.
I still have the detailer's eye, so I noticed like all the swirl marks and stuff on my car, and it just But I don't have time.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have a black car, so it's super apparent.
It's exaggerated.
It's really really easy. If you have a white car, doesn't matter. If you have a light colored car, doesn't really matter.
All the obsessed garage are like, it does matter. It does matter. I see everything.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me show you 5,000 pictures of my car before I put my hands on it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I love those threads on the Obsessed Garage page though.
Sure, they're great, but like
it's so cathartic. But I don't have the time or money. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I got so much going on. Like I've dedicated myself to other hobbies.
Well, the thing about detailing is like I have a bunch of detailing supplies. I bought I bought hundreds of dollars worth of detailing supplies, and I still have them, and they're really high value stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah.
But when I go, okay, this weekend I'm just gonna wash my cars. I'm gonna make sure that they look good. Like 8 hours later, I'm still doing one side of the car, and I'm like, why would anyone do this?
Why would you choose to do this?
Yeah, it's like this makes no sense.
and like for you have like 38, 29, 41 cars. I have an car, and I still don't have the motivation to wash and wax it.
I was thinking like, okay, this is the weekend. I'm just gonna wash all my cars, make sure everything's nice and clean, and then like start washing it. Like, gotta get the hose out, and then you gotta roll out the pressure washer, and then you gotta unwrap that. Like, oh crap, there's a leak in the line. Let me fix that. Then you gotta pressure wash it, and then there's water that gets underneath this thing, and like the trim starts falling off. Like, oh god, I gotta fix that trim. And then you start putting some soap on it, and like, should I put the foam cannon on or no? Like, all right, put a foam cannon on, but then sometimes the foam cannon doesn't.
You gotta adjust the foam cannon to get the right.
Yeah, you got to adjust it, and then you got to actually get 2 buckets. You got to make sure that one is the clean bucket, one is the dirty bucket.
Both got to have grit guards.
Yeah, grit guards, and then if something hits the floor, then you might as well just kill yourself because there's no way you're saving that paint after that hits. No, there's no you light it on fire because there is no hope for whatever hits.
Yeah, I've turned my focus, pun intended.
Yes.
To just enjoying my car and just keeping it like an acceptable level of clean.
Exactly. Like my
which is still way higher than almost anyone else that I know. They still think, well, you're so obsessed with your car.
I love the fact that you just had to put like, by the way, no, I'm still better than you. I'm still better than you.
I'm saying like, I still have like a problem.
My standards are so much higher than yours. By the way, I'm just letting you know. It's not as high as some other people, but most people, I'm still above you.
Yeah, basically.
I'm just like
I'm flexing on them.
Yeah, I'm just a little flex. You guys wouldn't know the swirl marks, but there you go. Like my S class, my S600. Every time I go, I'm gonna clean this thing, and I have all the detailing supplies, all that stuff, and I'm like, I'm just gonna take it to the car wash. I'll take it to the car wash. It'll take 10 minutes.
Can I just tell you?
Get the super deluxe wash. There's $20. bam, I'm done.
I would love to help you detail that car. That car is worthy of like an in-depth detail because it's such a nice car.
Look, I feel like we have a channel that's called Wrench Every Day, and we don't actually have any wrenching videos on there. I feel like we can probably get that done. I feel like between the both of us, we have the capabilities to make an video.
But I really want to get that blow off valve on my SD first.
I was like, yeah, you see, well, I would, but see, my SD card, it's like, it doesn't really do well when it's hot outside. The way my bank account's set up. No, I'd love to do that. I actually want to do a video, perhaps on our channel, to get the word out that we actually do stuff other than podcasts. I'd like to do a mini series on my S-Class, bringing it back to looking like it's worth $160,000.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'd love to do that because I have everything that I need. It's just, it's kind of like a little worse for wear. It just needs some maintenance and stuff. Yeah. And it's nothing major, just maintenance, and it'll be absolutely perfect.
All we need is just like a couple of sockets and then like a spray bottle of soapy water, and we're good to go.
Soapy water. Speaking of soapy water, did I tell you I talked to Chris Fix?
When you were at
No. Chris Fix didn't come to the Sebring event. No, he had a video about a $300 car.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he was like, I bought a $300 car and I'm gonna bring it back to life. And then he talked about in the beginning of the video, he was like, I'm not like some other YouTubers where they have like a
Lambo or Ferrari or whatever.
Yeah, Lambo or Ferrari. And I'm like, you talking about me, Chris? It's like,
hey man, you talk about me? Because you make a lot more than I do. You got like 90 bajillion subscribers.
You got that's a big number, Chris. that's an awfully large number.
Wait, when you talking about me?
No. So I put a comment down. And he said, "Oh, we should connect and whatever." He's like, "I didn't know you're in Florida." So he's in New Jersey, and I ended up texting him. I got his number through email or whatever, and we ended up texting each other. He's the nicest guy ever.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean,
so nice.
Yeah. He seems very genuine and very knowledgeable.
Yeah. So he is really about his craft.
Oh, big time.
If you look at any Chris Fix video, it doesn't look low rent by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
He thinks everything out very, very well,
yes.
like in depth. Like my videos, if you think that they have like some sort of production quality, like I fly by the seat of my pants on a lot of these things. Like if they have like tripods and cool shots or whatever, like this is literally just me just screwing around. Like Chris will, because he doesn't put out videos every day, right? Chris has to, he writes out scripts. He makes sure everything is good, make sure the lighting's good and you can see everything.
Lots of planning.
And his videos do awesome.
Yeah.
Just insanely good. So we started talking about, different advertisers and how this and how that, and, and different YouTubers and, people we've met. And like, it turns out it's all one, like it's a small community.
Very small.
Everybody knows everybody. And he's a super cool guy. I'd love to connect with him. I probably won't want to do like a collab because I don't think he wants to do it one either. It's like I'm the one who's like, oh, Chris Fix wants to do something. No. I'd love to hang out with him. I'd love to spend time with him, or whatever. Just kind of shooting the crap. But as far as a collab video that everybody asks about, when you say, oh, I met up with this guy. Like I met up with Stradman and F-Spot. Or we're like, you should do a collab with him. Like,
how?
What will we do?
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, what will we do? It doesn't make any sense. And he doesn't show his face.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be weird. So I don't know. But I know he did do one of those. He did a junkyard TV show type thing.
The little game show?
Yeah.
He had like a hat on and a pair of sunglasses, and he always had his face down.
Right. Well, so it was a junkyard build off. So it was him. It was Jason Fensky. I think it was the Humble Mechanic.
He's cool.
Eric the Car Guy. They're all cool.
Yeah.
Matt Moran Motoring, and I believe some other guys. But they did this junkyard build. They had to make a tailgating car out of like minivans.
Nice.
Yeah. So one side had it's all on YouTube, by the way. You can watch this. And Chris was in it, but since Chris doesn't show his face, He had like a bandana on the entire time, which looked kind of it's cool. It's fine. It was a little off-putting at first, and I'm like, whatever, it's him. So they did this really cool build. I was a little bit like, I didn't get invited to the party. You know, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's like, because one of these guys, I can't remember who it was. Like, I'm just looking at him like, I don't want to pull rank on anybody. I don't want to pull rank, but I was like, I got more subs than that guy. I get way more viewership than that guy. What gives, guys? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And then like, I think that way for like a second, and then I go, this is stupid. I wish everybody the best. Then you get like a situation like, I think Parker from Vehicle Virgins had a little hissy fit about how he wasn't invited to a Michelin event or something. He's like, I have lots more subscribers or something, and I'm like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be the guy who's like, do you know who I am? No. So that's if somebody comes calling with an opportunity like that, that'd be great. If not, I wish everybody the best of luck. It was a great show, by the way, so you guys should definitely go check it out. I can't remember what it's called. I want to say Junkyard Wars, but it's not Junkyard Wars, because Junkyard Wars was a
TLC show.
But TLC show that was also awesome. But just look up, it's Eric the Car Guy and Engineering Explained and Humble Mechanic, Chris Fix, and Matt Moran and some other people. So that was really cool. But Chris Fix, very chill dude. Could not say anything.
I learned how to properly clean a windshield from him.
I feel like, he has such an installed user base that I can't imagine that people are really like 900,000 people really care about how to replace wheel hubs in a 95 Mustang. Like 900,000 people care about that in 2 days. Really? Are you serious? Because I don't really. Is it every single Mustang owner is like, finally?
Now my hubs won't squeak when I run over all these crowds.
I got all this blood in my hub. I can't get it out. It's congealed.
I don't want squeaky wheels over the terrified screams of all the people I'm running over.
Yeah. So no, it's definitely like it's his presenting style, and people want to feel like they learned something.
Yeah, and the way that he presents the before and after, it's very satisfying to see the beginning product, or as one of my friends on Facebook, he does house stuff, the before and the be after.
What is that? What does that mean?
Before and be after? Mm-hmm. It's just before and after, but he just...
Oh, okay. I don't know if that meant something else.
It's just a stupid dad joke. And I think it's funny because I like stupid dad jokes.
The before and be after.
Yeah, before and be after.
Okay.
So...
a fore and after. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So the way in which he presents the progress or the difference that the modification makes,
right,
it's very satisfying.
Yeah. So another guy that's also on that sort of YouTube echelon, and I know we're talking about like inside baseball here and it's all YouTube stuff, but it's car related.
Yeah.
It's like this is sort of like my life. Like this is all I do every day. So I really don't have anything else to talk about. Like if you want to talk about like bolt pitches and thread sizes, that's great. But
as long as they're not assault bolts.
Yeah. Well, I mean those need to be banned clearly. The guy that I was talking to, well, not talking to, I've talked to him, but the guy that I was thinking of was Saab Kyle. So,
dude, yeah. Like talk about one of the most not just YouTubers, just one of the most wholesome people I think ever.
Yeah.
Dude's just like it's just full of passion and excitement and happiness.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
I want to be on that level, man.
Yeah. Well, so he seems like small town guy, but he has a lot of subscribers, like one point something million, and he made his name. For those of you who don't know, or I don't know if you've probably seen a Saab Kyle video. Like it's
if you watch any car stuff,
his videos will come up at some point.
Yep.
So he made like a ton of videos because all he did was go and do in-depth reviews of not even in-depth reviews, it's just like
in-depth tours.
Yeah, tours of the cars.
Of a car. Yeah.
So it's just all different cars, and he did exotics, he did regular cars.
He started with mostly regular cars and then just kind of worked his way up to the crazy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny because when I was when I was researching my Gallardo, I watched like all the Saab Kyle videos. And it's funny because like the people and whatever.
Yeah.
It's it's weird, but then you learn so much about the car. Like, oh wow, I didn't know that this button was there, and like what happens if you press this, or what does it sound like when it starts up? Like all this stuff. It's in one video.
Yeah.
And it's chock full of content, and people really react to that. But what's interesting is that even I was gonna say even Saab, even Kyle,
even SK.
Even that's what I call him. Even Kyle, he his views have been like decreasing because he's been trying to like branch out and do new things. Like, because he's been literally on the platform for a decade.
Yeah.
And he's been trying new things, maybe doing builds. He has an S13 that he's building up.
Yo, and let me tell you, working at Enjuku, I got sick of S13s real quick.
Yeah.
I love what he's doing with this car.
Yeah. He was telling me that he had some ISR stuff and then he changed it for some other stuff. Like he's really like, he wants to do the build correctly and he's like learning and stuff. It's great. The problem is with all of that, it takes time. It takes time to learn. It takes time to present. It takes time to have a product that, like, let's say you buy a S13 and then there's issues with it, or like you're not comfortable enough to do this, or like that people will call you out if you say something out of line. Happens to me all the time. It's like on a daily basis, people are like, "You got this wrong, and that's not how this works." And like, and if you want to get that right, if you have that sort of attention for detail, it's gonna be tough to do.
Yep.
And also, if you have an installed user base of 1 million people that only want to see car reviews, but then the YouTube algorithm does something where car reviews aren't really that in vogue anymore, or it's like there's so much more content, there's so much more competition for those same eyeballs on those same keywords, then there's not like what do you do? Do you start a new channel? Like, do you start from scratch? I don't know.
Well, I love all the build videos that he's been doing on the S13.
Oh yeah.
He's been working with Mazworks over in, I think, Sanford or Maitland or something. On his, I think he's put an RB26 in there.
Yeah.
I follow that build like a hawk.
Yeah.
Again, I've been watching his videos forever.
Yeah. So his builds are great. He has a really good kind of down home attitude.
Absolutely. Yeah. Super down to earth, very chill. Like, I love hey everybody, how's it going?
Hey everyone, how's it going?
It's so comforting. It's so good.
Yeah. It's
Without
fun.
further ado, we'll start her up, turn the hazards on,
See how she runs.
get a couple of exhaust clips,
Clean up the coolant.
It's so good.
Yeah. So, Kyle, if you're ever in the Orlando area, you are welcome to stay at my house for as long as you want. Drive my car.
Or my house. You can stay at my house too.
There's an issue with YouTube. It's just like sometimes when, actually the same things happen to Rob Ferretti.
Rob Spaghetti.
Well, yeah. So spaghetti. You know what? I never got that. I never like. Okay, Ferretti kind of sounds like spaghetti.
It sounds almost exactly like spaghetti, just minus the fur and enter the speg.
Okay. But it's like, okay, Rob Spaghetti, like,
because he's from up north and he's Italian.
I guess. I don't find that particularly like a funny pun.
I think it's awesome.
Actually, at a quick aside, my welding Jedi Tony, somebody called him Tony the Tigger.
Hey,
I'm like, that's awesome. That is really good. Tony the so TIG welding is what he does. So Tony the Tigger. I'm like, wow, that's
awesome.
Great.
That's so good.
That is awesome. So with Rob, I've seen his channel sort of wane a little bit. I'm not talking crap about anything. This is like, I assume my channel at some point is going down. Actually, it is. The views are going down a little bit as the novelty of the Lamborghini is wearing off a little bit. They're still good. They're still good, and I love that people are engaging with it. But I think when we get a little more, it'll go back up. But with Rob, it's just like he's been around for a while too. He's also like one of the OGs, and he's been he made the name for himself with the super speeder stuff.
I love super speeders.
So it's like the DVDs where
it's so good,
running for the cops, and like that classic stuff. But he doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, he's got like kids or whatever.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, like, what do you do now that you have 600, 700,000 subscribers? What can you do when, like, now he's just giving his opinions on stuff and whatever? Like, it's fine, but it's just not the same. Like, now you have a bunch of subscribers that are basically dead. Like, they're never coming back because you don't have that content, right? And it's happening to a lot of YouTubers. And it's something that everybody eventually runs into.
Yep.
Because nobody has a subscriber base. Like, let's say you get to a certain point. If something happens within the algorithm that kills your original format, now most of your subscriber base won't even see your stuff. David Patterson has the same problem. I mean, it could definitely be a case of content gets stagnant and people just get tired. Mm-hmm. I always tend to think that it's always content because you can bring subscribers back. You can bring new subscribers in, and you can bring more views in, which is why I tend to always go for content. But a lot of people they attribute this stuff to the algorithm. So I'm not sure what's right, but some of your car YouTubers need your support, man. They definitely need your support.
No matter the channel, if you subscribe, always also click the notification button.
Yeah, but like even that doesn't really do much because YouTube actually made a video about it. They said the notification button only enters you into an algorithm in which they'll notify you if it's like something that you're interested in, like based on what you're actually watching.
So in that case, just always search out the channels of the people you subscribe to and watch their latest videos.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like you'll have to manually do it because
it's difficult.
But the thing is, YouTube is putting this stuff in front of you. But just think about this. People have a lot of subscriptions, right?
Yeah.
If you got constant notifications about every video that people put out, like your phone would just blow up nonstop.
You can just turn off notifications from your phone and have notifications when you log into your account.
Right, but then it would just blow up every time you log into your account, and then it would just spam people, and then it wouldn't mean anything. So I get YouTube's thing on that. So it's like they only give you the ones that mean stuff to you, but then the subscribe button and the notification button don't mean anything to anybody anymore. It's just a number. So it's fine for me. Like I'm that number is growing. I don't know what the value of that number is at all.
Right. Yeah.
If it's like I have 350,000 subscribers, right? I don't know what if I go to an advertiser, I'd be like, this is a number that means something. What does that mean? Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody watches, like I could put out a video that has 10,000 people watching it. I could have a video that has 500,000 people watching it. No idea if that has anything to do with this number, but I have a plaque and there we go. This is I don't know. Apparently that makes me an influencer. I don't know what I'm influencing, but there you go. Are you an influencer, Andrew? I think you are.
Am I?
I think you are.
How?
Well, I mean,
because I'm just a guy.
We're all just guys. I'm just a guy. Some people, like one guy's like, oh, I'm like starstruck or whatever. Like starstruck. Do you have any idea? Like I'm really not. I'm not that guy, dude. I'm not that guy. And it's really weird. But you said you've been noticed before.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, but how was that interaction?
I mean, it was cool. Mm-hmm. They recognized my car from your videos.
Okay.
And then this was like the first week of the podcast, and so like, I watched the first couple episodes of the podcast. I'm like, oh,
that's
cool.
Crazy. That's like we had like 10 viewers, and he was like one of the guys.
It happened.
What are the odds of that?
And not only that, it happened in one of the most rural towns in all of Florida, at like in the parking lot of an AutoZone.
Was that Bushnell?
It was Bushnell.
Bushnell.
I was over in Bushnell taking care of some business.
You weren't in Montverde?
I wasn't in Montverde, not that day, no sir. But yeah, it was just totally random, kind of weird, but kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of cool.
So now, like I do like live streams on Instagram, like while I'm editing, or sometimes just like while I'm driving because I'm a safe driver. And people be like, "Wow, it's so cool to like finally be able to talk to you." And I'm like, why? I mean, I kind of get it now, but it's still like
I don't get it at all.
Yeah,
I did a live stream. I did 2 live streams, actually 3 before, and like people give me like money, like actual money to like help me out with the build and ask me questions and stuff. And that just, I mean, it's very, very much appreciated. Everything's going to go towards the build, but it's insane. Like, to me, it's just insane.
Yeah.
And that sort of stopped me from doing something like a Patreon. Mm-hmm. So, because I have no problem with Patreon because you have like, you at least get kind of something, but it's still not, you're not getting, let's say you give $5, you're probably not going to get $5 worth back, right?
Right.
Because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. It's like, $10 and you get a shirt. Like that doesn't make any sense because with shipping and all that stuff, it's not going to make any sense. So, I mean, I was thinking about doing a Patreon, and then like, all right, so how's it gonna go? I live in a house with lots of land, and I have, let's say, a fair few exotic cars. And then I'm e-begging for money to fix my Lamborghini.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Right. So who am I asking? People that don't have any money, people that are just starting to wrench, maybe younger people or whatever. Like, what's that going to look like? That's going to look really bad.
Yeah, because he's going to leave a bad impression.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't feel like spending my own money. I'm going to spend your money.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to do that. Which is like, I have some reservations about the super chat stuff, but it does. At least
it helps.
It does help, but I could at least talk to those people directly. Like I can say, and it's whatever. Like if they want to give like $1 or whatever, and you don't have to give any money for me to ask a question. The only thing is, the chat goes by so fast that I'll pick out questions or whatever, but the chat goes by so quickly. It's just it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's my life. Hopefully that wasn't me. It's like let them eat cake, that sort of thing.
It's another word that I don't like.
Eat?
Nope.
Them?
Nope. The food.
You don't like cake?
I don't like the word or the thing.
What about pies?
Now that I can get behind.
Okay, well, we can mix a few of those words up. Okay, so I think that's going to be enough for today. Getting a little loopy. If you'd like to contact us, you can do so at iwrencheveryday@gmail.com without the And you can ask us questions about whatever you want, whatever strikes your fancy. You can send us pictures of your car and send us pictures of your build, and we can chat from there. It'll be a lot of fun for both of us. You can also find us on Wrench Every Day at Instagram and Twitter, and we are also on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play Music.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I can be found at The Real Tavarish. That's Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook.com/AskTavarish. How about you, Mr.
I can be
Howell?
found on Twitter at 1565. That's the word 15, the number 65, or on Instagram at Heavy Metal FL. And I do try to live stream pretty often, so if you want to come hang out and chat, stop on by.
I will definitely be doing that.
Good.
I'm just going to tell you to get back to work.
Yo.
Get back to work!
Last night I was streaming while I was doing some editing. Gears and Gasoline popped in for a minute.
Oh,
wow. And I'm like, what's up?
Yeah, Gears and Gasoline. That is, crap, I can't remember his name. What is his name?
I don't remember. But I got in touch with him to do some stuff with him.
Dude, I've been talking to him for like a long time. He makes awesome videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't remember his name. Well, whatever. I'm horrible with names. It's not like he doesn't mean anything to me. He's a really good guy. I'm bad with names.
Okay. You know what, Frank? I know what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. And oh god, I'm thinking of don't say Andrew. Don't say Andrew. Don't say Andrew.
Andrew.
And D. Okay. So until next time, this is me, Tavarish, for Andrew Howell, reminding you guys to wrench every day.